Shorty fell in love, now she doing all my drugs, young baby in the club, like little mama in my eyesight. She go home with me tonight, we connect like Wi-Fi, yeah, on the table.
We have some cool videos for you today. It's going to cover the new ClickBank Hop Ad Builder. And all you need to do to access this builder is just log into your ClickBank account with your ClickBank ID. From there you'll go to Account Settings, and then you'll go over to where it says Hop Ad Builder. Click on that tab. It's going to bring you to this screen here. Now this is just an introduction of what we're going to be covering in the next few videos. We're going to cover the Text Ad Builder and the Tabbed Ad Box Builder. Now this program is ClickBank's contextual advertising. It's modeled much after AdSense. And this is going to allow you to sell ClickBank products more passively and make an affiliate commission. So now instead of just grabbing a hop link and then promoting with AdWords or search traffic or whatever they're using, you now can just implement your text ads into your content, and you'll probably get a higher ROI and a higher conversion just because you're not forcing someone to buy your product. You're basically just giving the person the content and the information they need, and implemented in with that content are going to be your text ads. Okay, so I look forward to doing the next few videos, and I hope you enjoy them. Okay, in this video we're going to start going over the text ads builder. So what we want to do is just from the account settings tab in the Hop Ad Builder, we just want to click on the Get Started tab. Okay, as you can see, there's three things you have to do to get this set up. And the first step is the basic setup. That's where we're going to enter our keywords and then our tracking ID if we have any. And then from there we'll go to the appearance, set up the ad like we want it, and then third we'll get the ad code, and that code will be ready to paste into the web page. So the first step, the basic step, is pretty simple. You just want to enter some keywords that are related to the content you have or the niche that you're in. And for this we'll do something very simple that anyone can identify with, and that's weight loss. And your affiliate nickname would go here, whatever that happens to be, just fill it in there. Now your tracking ID, if you happen to be using AdWords, you could enter a tracking ID, and like say let's see here. Hold on, let me get this right here. Let's say you enter track 1 as your tracking ID. Well, when you make sales on those ad blocks, when you go log in and you go into your account home where it shows all your earnings for each day, in your transaction report, you'll see that tracking ID at the end of the sale, and then you know that that sale was from those ad blocks. Okay, for this demonstration we're not going to use the tracking ID. This is just a basic videos on how to use the Hop Ad Builder. Now the display max number of ads, true or false, and I would leave that on true. That way you're displaying the maximum number of ads in that particular ad block. Okay, so that's really all there is to the basic setup, and once you're done you click next, and then in the next video we're going to go over the appearance. Okay, now we're in the Appearance tab. Now if you've ever used AdSense, then you can see that this is very similar to how AdSense is set up and how you configure your AdSense. On this screen what you're going to do is you're going to configure your ad here's your ad right here that's going to be showing in your content, and you just want to alter that to where it's along with the theme of your web page, colors, etc. Now I wouldn't recommend being too blended in, because if you're too blended in then it may not get noticed. And typically, you can try different colors and things like that yourself for click-through rates, but typically a link is blue, and you're going to get very good results if you keep your links blue. You can never go wrong with blue. But if your site's drastically different than that, you could go with a green or a yellow or red or whatever your site happens to be. But this is how this works. First, you're just going to select a layout. Now, traditionally, from what I know about AdSense, your square, like your 250 by 250, your 336 by 280, those ads typically convert very well and they look really good in your content. Okay, so for this one, we'll just choose the 336 by 280. It's going to be one column and 4 ads in that column. As you can see now, the ad preview's been refreshed and you can see that there's 4 ads in here. So that's what we're going to go with. And the columns basically just means if you want to put 2 columns, then your ads will show on 2 sides. I wouldn't recommend that. I would just keep this one column with the 4 ads for this 336 by 280. Now the background color, you can click on this and this is going to completely change. I'll just do an example to show you. Change the background color completely. As you can see now, the background is a blue, and we're going to change it back to white, but I just wanted to show you that you have a lot of flexibility in how you want to present your advertisement, but a white background always does very well as far as your click-through rates and your ROIs. Okay, now moving down, your link font color is going to be your top line right here. So you would just click on this right here and you could pick any color you wanted, and that would change that font color to the color that you pick. Okay, now your link font hover color is what color it's going to be whenever you mouse over. So we can maybe pick something a little lighter to show you what it would, a little bit of a contrast. Let's see here, let's pick a real light blue maybe, just so you can see what the difference is. Okay, now you can see as I hover over this, then it turns into the lighter blue. Okay, now your description font color is going to be the text underneath your link. Right now that's set for black. Like I say, if your website has a different theme, you can go in here and pick any color you want. We're just going to leave it at black. Maybe you just want a charcoal instead of black, so you just click on this right here and it would slightly lighten your text. Okay, scrolling down some more. That's actually a dark blue instead of charcoal, but like I say, you can mess around with that and pick anything you want. I think we'll switch it back to black here. Okay, and finally your border color is going to be the color around your ad. If you want to do a border on it, you can. Like I say, typically an ad that looks like this right here tends to convert a little bit better, but maybe you want just a thin border around it to separate it from your content or make it stand out a little bit, and that's fine. You can do that by clicking on this button right here and then picking the color, and then it'll turn that to that border color. We'll just do black just for an example. Okay, as you can see now, it's a little black border. Could possibly, if you have your ads blended in really good, this could be something that would separate it and make it stand out a little bit. But for this demonstration, we'll just turn it back to white. Here you can choose your font. You just scroll down, you have a choice between Times New Roman, Courier, and Lucinda. I would either choose this one right here, which would be in the class of Aranda, Arial, Helvetica, and Sans Serif, or I would pick Times New Roman. You get outside of those and then your ads just don't look right, and people aren't used to seeing those other fonts in the ads, so we'll just leave those there. The font size is pretty self-explanatory. It's at 9 points, so if you choose 6, 7, or 8, it's going to make the font smaller than you see it. If you choose point 10, 11, 12, it's going to make the font larger, which is going to make the ad larger. Okay. Now your text alignment typically is going to be left, but if you have some maybe an ad block that you want to put in the middle of your content, you could choose center. Or if you want to put an ad block to where all this would shift to the right, where maybe you have an ad block on the right hand side of your page, you would just click right. That way it would blend in a little easier. And then the target window, you want it to go straight to that particular ad, or you want to open a new window. I would choose new window. That way your visitor is not going off your page. And now that pretty much wraps the video up for the appearance. On the next one, we're going to get your ad code and finish up the ad builder. Okay, so now we are on the get ad code, and we're almost wrapped up here. Just a couple quick things on the differences. Okay, the iframe is what's recommended. This is basically just going to be a JavaScript, and what you're going to do is just right click on it, push select all, and then copy that, and then you'll paste that into the area of your web page that you want this ad right here to display. This is what your ad preview looks like. This is the ad that we built. Okay, all these are ClickBank products. You're simply just going to take this, paste this directly into your web page, and then you're done. Now, if you know about CSS, you can choose what's called list tags, and this will give you complete control over your ad. It gives you control over how much space that you have between each ad, how the dimensions of the ad. I mean, basically any and everything, because it is CSS, so you would have total control over how your ad is presented. But if you're just a basic user, you just want to keep it on the iframe, and like I said, just copy all this and paste it directly into the web page, and you're done. You then have some ClickBank products for weight loss implemented directly into your content, into your articles, into any web page that you own or that exists that you want to make affiliate commissions on. So I hope you enjoyed the video on using the ClickBank Hop Ad Builder. Okay, in this video I want to show you how to take your ClickBank HopLink ad that you made and paste it in a web page. Now I'm going to be using Dreamweaver for this example, but you don't have to use Dreamweaver. You can also use a free editor called nvu.com. That's nvu.com, and like I said, it's free. You don't have to pay anything for it. But for this example, we have Dreamweaver open, so that's what we're going to use. And you just click New. You would just use a basic page, and then you have your actual code up here, and then you have the website down here. Now I just want to paste this in to show you exactly what it's like to put this on your web page. You might have an article in here or something like that, and then you can paste it in with the article as well. But we're just going to highlight the first HopLink ad that we created, which is just the basic link. Now I want to show you here, you can change these things yourself. If you decide that you wanted to alter something on the HopLink ad, you don't necessarily have to go back into ClickBank and do everything all over again. You can, as you can see, you can edit if it aligns to the left, middle, or right. You can also edit your ClickBank ID, your tracking ID here, the type of font, the size of the font, the colors of your ad. Now you have to be a little familiar with how to do this, but it's not that difficult. For instance, this color is black. If you just wanted to highlight this right here, that color, and change the numbers, if you're familiar with the color scale, then you could do that. But anyway, just something I wanted to show you, that you could make some minor changes in the code where you don't have to actually go back into the HopLink builder and build a brand new HopLink ad. Okay, so we've centered this, and right here I'm just gonna put my mouse over where it says center, and I'm gonna right click on that. I'm just gonna paste. Now as you can see, the code here that we just typed in, or that just pasted in. Now we just want to click refresh, and usually you'll have to view this in Internet Explorer or Firefox to see what the changes are. So we'll just save this document. Just put sample. We'll save it to the desktop. Now it'll pull this up. What we'll do is just open this up, and it should show the actual ad block that we created. There it is. So it's pretty simple. Like I say, you may have an article that you already have written, and you can paste that anywhere on that article that you want, to the right of the article, to the left of the article. You can make a space for the article and paste it in the middle, have it blend in with it, whatever. But that was just a quick video on showing you how to take your ClickBank HopLink ad and paste it into a web page.